might that well be come the end of the season, do you think?
Yeah, really important. You know, there was a fair bit of pressure on us this week, I felt, so I think the players understood that, and you know, we knew it was going to go down to the wire, so we prepped for that as well. So nice little touch at the end there for Tony Clubb. No doubt we'll hear that go to about 80 metres over the next couple of weeks, but yeah, very proud of the team.
I think it was 1 point last week prior to clubbish try. It was just 3 points. I mean, to be winning tight games, to be in those games and coming out the right side of them, what does that say about where the team's going?
Yeah, look, you know, in respect to the game, I thought our first half, bar the last error, was probably our best half of rugby this season. So I know that once we nail that, because we're a lot more like the team we want to be tonight, I feel that, you know, we started the second half slowly, but to be able to win those tight games at this time of the year, I think it's real credit to the players. And you know, we weren't perfect early in the second half. We put a fair bit of pressure on ourselves, so that's just the last part of improvement.
That third quarter, were you concerned that you were, here we go again?
Yeah, absolutely. But I've got trust in them. There's a lot of senior players there that have got more experience than anyone in the competition, I feel. So, you know, it was probably our senior players that put us in that position, to be honest. But I felt that they also helped us get through that part, and we had set after set on our try line as well. And you know, we just managed to, you know, the 2 tries that Leeds scored they didn't sort of strip us down. They just fell over the line more or less. So, you know, we can fix that.
And a couple of young players in Partington and Morgan Smith, as you made the mark today.
Yeah, I'm excited about them. I feel that they're going to be the players moving forward in the next year as part of the group. So, you know, Partington scored tonight, so it was, you know, he's always been on the fringe of playing in the team. He knows what he needs to do to get in the team every week. So I'm glad he's done that.
Chris Hankerson had a great game as well, and especially kicking. Didn't miss one.
Yeah, look, I think making the decision for Sargentson to play fullback was more so that Hankerson could defend against Harrell and kick goals. Really, I know, you know, Morgan should have been there somewhere, but with our misses last week, I felt that hurt us a little bit. So we needed a goal kicker in there, and he's a goal kicker. So, but he's probably our best one-on-one defender as well. So I knew that they were going to go to Harrell a fair bit, which they did, and I thought he did a pretty good job.
Yeah. 2 points off the top 5 now. You've been adamant it's going to come together for quite some time. Do you feel like you're slowly moving in the right direction as a group?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I'm not one to look at the ladder every week, otherwise it'd be, you know, it'd be bald, stress. But I think, you know, we've talked about the group, about just being in control of what we're in control of, which is our week-to-week performance. So whatever happens to the ladder, if we can just look after our own backyard, I'm sure the ladder will take care of itself in that regard.
Do you feel much more relieved now, though, with 2 wins under your belt this week?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a tough week, to be honest. Short turnaround, Sunday to Friday, a little bit of drama midweek. Players injured, you know, Hardacre, Flower, and still Joe Greenwood. So they're 3 representative players that didn't play tonight. And so bringing in a couple of young ones, it's always tough to go to Leeds and play Leeds even with your best team. So, you know, they're coming off the back of 2 wins, great wins, and we knew it was going to, like I said, go down the wire. So, real good result for us.
What was you thinking of not bringing Jared on?
Look, I wanted to get him on there at some stage, but when we didn't manage that third quarter really well, I didn't want to upset the group. There had to be a couple of positional changes for that to work, and I just thought that it wasn't the best thing for the team. And, you know, I've talked to him already about it, and he's pretty good. I'm not going to apologise about it because it's what's best for the team. So he understands that. He's a big part of this side, and no doubt I'll communicate with him through this week.
Do you expect to get Zach and Joe back for Huddersfield?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.